Never did I wanna be here again, and I don't remember why I came.
Wes Craven's gone on record of saying that most good horror comes from real life, and that's why of all of his films, this one might be his freakiest. And that's saying a lot, considering that one of his most famous works is about somebody who kills you in your dreams.
The story of the forbidden world between life and death. The Serpent and the Rainbow.
Bill Pullman stars as a man who goes into Haiti to investigate a hallucinogenic drug that can be used as an anesthetic in the States. He's warned several times to leave through torture and being cursed by the local military commander, but he doesn't because, you know, he's stupid. And it moves the story along. He manages to get the drug back home, but the curse follows him, so he returns to Haiti to defeat the evil spirits that follow him and kill the commander with ghost fire power. It's weird. It's a weird movie, and I'm not denying that. It doesn't take away from the fact that the visuals and the atmosphere of this movie are amazing. You're dropped right into the middle of this world from the start, and from the first image where you see the tear come out of the buried body, you know that you're in for a crazy story. The film actually incorporated a lot of voodoo practitioners, and Craven just filmed them performing actual ceremonies on camera. Most of the B-roll for the film is on location in Haiti with the people who take part in the religion. The drug that Alan is trying desperately to get is also based on a real case in which a man was given a series of drugs and then was resurrected from a death-like state to work as a mindless slave on a plantation. This specific part of voodoo culture in Haiti is where the idea of zombies actually came from. And this is probably the best explanation for it in a logical sense.
Herbs, minerals, charred, then ground and mixed with a skill that's astonishing. All this is woven together with a net of magic beyond anything we know.
The movie's depiction of the process is dramatized, but it's still amazing to watch and think about. It starts with an involuntary dose of the drug, then it gives the person the appearance of death, at which point they're buried alive. If anybody out there has a fear of being buried alive or caskets, it's probably not the movie for you. Or The Vanishing, don't see that either. The scene where Bill Pullman is running through town under the influence of the drug is probably the best in the film, and the entire thing can be summed up in this one terrifying line.
Don't let them bury me. I'm not dead.
There's been a lot of debate on which parts of the story were fabricated, but Wes Craven believes that the spirits were definitely watching them while they were filming this movie. I was watching a documentary called Masters of Horror, no relation to the Showtime show, and Wes Craven told this amazing story about how one of the writers came up to a whole bunch of people and was talking, saying like, I'd like to be indoctrinated in this whole voodoo stuff sometime. And somebody from the production who they'd been with, you know, from day one, who was an actual voodoo practitioner, shook his hand and said, well, then you will be. And that writer stayed awake for 3 days straight, believed the producers and the crew were trying to kill him. He was sent home and woke up in a hospital days later, and the last thing he remembers was that person saying, then you will be. I'm not saying any of this is real, but I'm definitely not saying any of it's fake either. All in all, the film is worth watching. It's definitely a hit or miss for most fans, but there are some absolutely amazing scenes in this. And Bill Pullman is great too, I never mentioned that. He gave his all to this film. And considering that they were filming in a war-torn area where their safety was specifically not guaranteed, he really needs to be commended for this performance. I love the realistic approach that most of the film takes to the culture, and it definitely stuck with me the first time that I watched it. And if any of my friends are watching these, I want to ask you, if I have white powder in my face and I'm screaming at you not to bury me, I'm not dead, give it a day or so. Maybe I'm telling the truth.
One who's so far away.